everyone. Welcome to Room 217 News, your place to find out everything that's going on in our school and in our classroom this week. Well, happy May, everyone. Yesterday was the first day of May, which means that the summer vacation is not that far away. But before we get to that point, we do have to get through some very important things going on in our classroom. So this week, on Tuesday, students will take the iReady end of the year benchmark assessment. So I would encourage you to encourage your student to take their time to really think about what's being asked of them so that they can do the best they can on the end of the year assessment for iReady. And we are also beginning to start planning and preparing for the EOG, both in reading and in math. Now, I know that your students are nervous about having to take this test, but I want to encourage you as a parent to join me in just encouraging them to do their best and taking their time and just showing what they know on the test. So the dates for the EOG are on Thursday, May 13th, we are going to take the reading EOG, and then on Wednesday, May 19th, the following week, we'll take the math EOG. And both of those will start at 8:30 a.m. So I encourage you to please be on time to school those days so that testing can start as soon as possible. Again, please join me in encouraging students to make the best choices and taking their time and really using the strategies that we've worked so hard to learn, both in math and reading, to show what they know on these two tests. Up next, we're going to head over to the Superhero of the Week wheel to find out who this week's winner is. A big congratulations to the star, and the star is Susanna. Susanna has done so great in our classroom this year. She really has put her best foot forward and made sure that she was always making the right choices and always tries her best on all of her assignments. So a big shout out to Susanna. We cannot wait to honor you this week as this week's Superhero of the Week. Up next is Curriculum Corner. Welcome to Curriculum Corner, where we're going to cover all of the standards that will be taught in our classroom this coming week. In math, we are moving away from just telling time and we're moving into elapsed time. So students will be solving word problems that involve elapsed time, and they will be looking for the start, end, and elapsed time that has gone by. We will be working with strategies such as number lines and pictures in order to help students be successful in this standard. In reading, we are going back and reviewing another very important and very big standard in our curriculum, which is finding the meaning of unknown words and phrases in a text. And so students will be using context clues and other strategies in order to find the meaning of unknown words throughout texts that they are reading. In writing, students will continue to research their biographies, and they will begin to draft the writing portion of their biography. If you didn't see the message this past week, the third grade team did come together and decide that we were not going to have students dress up this year. Due to COVID, parents aren't allowed in the building, and we just thought that it was a lot to ask to have you dress up when there wouldn't be that many people that would actually get to see your student dressed in their subject of the biography. So no dressing up this year, but students will still write a biography, and they will still read it, and we'll film those, and we'll be sure to send those links out to you so that you can see your child reading their biography. And then finally, in science, we're going to be talking about energy. We're going to talk about the types of energy that we have. We're going to talk about friction, and then convection and conduction. And so it'll be a fun week of learning about energy this week in science. One thing that I forgot to mention earlier when I was talking about what's going on in our classroom is that school pictures did go home this past week. Please remember that in order to keep those, you do need to submit a payment either online or through the envelope that was provided to you. And if you're not interested in buying the photos, you do need to return them to school, the complete packet, so that your name can be checked off of the list. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. If not, we'll see you right back here next week for another episode of Room 217 News.